I think one of my favorite things about being a professional wakeboarder has always been what goes into the design of the board itself. The one board is gone is I think partially from my background with surfing and skateboarding, but just ultimately what I think it should feel like to stand on the water. Yeah, so it was 2006. I was riding for another company at the time. I won the Pro Tour. Very next day, switched to my Ronix board. I went home, strapped on the new board, the very first one board. I actually landed the first ever heelside 1080 on that prototype shortly after launching the Ronix brand. 3 years later, 4 years later, I started trying 1260s. Had a ton of really rough crashes. I mean, the thing about doing a 1260 is that at 1080, it's like a safe place to stop. When you do a 1260, you open yourself up to a toe side edge catch one more time. That whole nother 180 is a lot more than it sounds like on paper, but after trying probably 30 different attempts over the course of 2 weeks, I finally landed the first ever switch toe side 1260, and I think that was my third ever best trick of the year. To me, I'd rather win trick of the year than any contest. People will always remember the first time they saw someone do a big trick or their favorite video part. To me, it was like part of my legacy in the sport. Was definitely my motivation, was to do a trick that had never been done, to put myself, you know, in the history books of wakeboarding. To me, that was like the coolest trophy you could win. Yeah, I mean, I think there's, you know, a ton of features that make the one board super unique, and I think there's a reason why, you know, no matter what level you are, pro or beginner, I think you get a unique feel that not all boards will give you. The one board in its current state, you know, I would say it's very free. It's not super locked in, which makes it forgiving, but you know, you're relying on the edges and on the fins when you want that locked in feeling, but you're not necessarily locked on the water at all times. To me, kind of give it almost like that snowboard feel. The rocker line and the flex are unique to the one board, which also enhance that free feeling. You get that speed when you land to make the landings feel soft. You also get that flex, which helps you feel the contact of the water, and also the speed is important, not just from being an effortless ride, but also for really soft landings. And I think, you know, the one board speed is I think the ideal speed for anyone wakeboarding at any level.